Are you prepared to outlast freezing temperatures with no electricity for hours or even days? If you're not, stick around. I'm going to give you some pointers on how to prepare. Most of them are affordable, and some of the items you might already have in your house. First thing I want you to do is go look up your local warming center. Find out what the qualifications are to go, if they take pets or not. Most of them don't. Their location, and maybe even write down the directions if you aren't sure, just in case we were to have like a large scale Wi-Fi outage and you couldn't get your map or you didn't have a phone that was powered on. The first thing I want you to do is get a Mylar blanket. If you don't have one, they're $5 or less at Walmart. You should have one for each person and pet. They might even already be in your car's emergency kit. You can borrow them from there, although I would recommend you also keep them in your car. And these are designed to go around the person. They're going to hold in heat, but you can also insulate a room or a tent with these if you have enough of them. So that's my next suggestion. If you have a tent or tents, go dig them out of the basement in the garage. Go put them up in the warmest room in your house, preferably interior room, upstairs, not a lot of windows. And you can line the inside of the tent with this. Now you want to leave ventilation because you don't want to have a carbon monoxide problem. So make sure you pay attention to that. But enough of these in a tent with your family will keep you warm for some time. If you have sleeping bags, dig those up at the same time. Extra blankets, put them up on your walls in that room, especially on your windows. If you don't have extra blankets, you want to use the blankets you have on your person with this Mylar blanket. Next up is to get your layers prepared. These are $20 at Dick's Sporting Goods. This is the middle of the road cold. They do have ones that are designed for colder weather. These sit tight to your body and they wick away moisture so that you can put other layers on top of them. They're gonna be your best bet to keep your core warm, which is really important. So make sure all of your family, if you don't have these, pick out a little bit of a tighter fitting long sleeve t-shirt and leggings to put on them, and then looser layers to go over that. Hot hands and these hot snaps are great. Just make sure you pay attention because they can burn, especially young people or the elderly. These hot snaps are available on Amazon. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. You snap the little disc in there and these stay hot for a lot of hours. You do have to boil them to get them back to this state. So you really only are going to get one use if you don't have power. Make sure you have things to eat, peanut butter, protein bars, shelf-stable foods you don't have to cook. If you do want to warm something up, a Sterno can is your best bet. You don't want to use anything combustible in the house, not only for fire reasons, but for asphyxiation, because remember, we sealed up that room and we want to stay in that sealed up room. Which brings you to another point. If you see any of these candle designs where you can mix candles in terracotta pots to heat rooms, those are great. Just make sure you also have a room that's ventilated enough or a tent that's ventilated that you're not going to start on fire to use that safely. And lastly, you're going to want to get around to your flashlights. Gather them, make sure the batteries are good, make sure you have candles ready. And if you can stop and get some supplies, a little solar powered camping light is fantastic. They give off a lot of light. You can even charge your phones on them. And they're about 20 bucks. I've seen them at Walmart as well, or at Dick's camping store kind of places. Good luck, everybody. Stay safe. Hopefully this storm isn't as bad as they're predicting.